The following is a presentation of The Day.
Thanks. Welcome. This is another highly organized episode of Live Lunch Break from theday.com. Thank you for joining us. We are, as always, in the Telegraph Record Shop in New London. My name is Rick Coster. We are streaming right at you. Today we are honored to have with us, this is the most bipartite sort of construct, a template, if you will, that we have ever done on this show, because give me a second to explain. We have with us Lorraine Leckie. Hi, Lorraine. Thank you for being here. She has a band called Her Demons, of which I have lobbied to become an honorary member because I am a demon, and I'd be honored to be one of hers. Now, Hugh over here on the guitar literally is one of her demons, but at the same time, Hugh operates quite handsomely as part of the duo Mulebone, very, very fine roots blues outfit. So here's what we're going to do. Lorraine and Her Demons have a new album out called Rebel, Devil, Devil, Rebel. Do 3 shots of Jägermeister and try to say that. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. So we're going to do, let Lorraine play. Oh, no, she's got a vast back catalog, but she can play whatever she wants for a few tunes. Then we'll talk a bit. And then we're going to turn it over to Hugh of Mulebone-ness.
Mulebone, that's the new name.
We don't know about Hugh Mulebone-ness. But anyway, so that's how it's going to work. And it's different, and we're just going to play it by ears, literally. So here's Lorraine and Hugh.
Ready?
Indeed.
Who is that demon sitting up in the tree? Why in the hell is he looking straight at me? What is the sun doing under my bed? How many tears can a poor family shed? Watch your step, get back in the groove. Watch your step. Who turned my lion into a mouse? Why don't my feet ever wanna leave the house? Where are the rainbows, the people and the songs? I'm sweeping up tears at the old graveyard. Watch your step, get back on the horse. Watch your step. at the old graveyard.
Thank you.
What's next?
Rebel, devil, devil, rebel.
What intro?
Black magic is a scream. Take me down to New Orleans. Dr. John on route to Maine is riding a 20-foot snake with a glass of wine in his hand. If you fancy a cup of tea, visit Spider and Louise. Black cats are watching from the roof, recording your every move with big red superstar eyes. Me, I must be a rebel, walking all this way. I'm gonna meet the devil, rebel. Me, I must be the devil, walking all this way. I'm gonna meet me a rebel, devil, devil, rebel, rebel, devil. I met the hangman for dinner at 8. The hangman is never late. We sat on the bayou and smoked. New York has become such a joke, and this is a great little town. Me, I must be a rebel, walking out this way. I'm gonna meet the devil, rebel. Me, I must be the devil, walking out this way. I'm gonna meet me a rebel, devil, devil, rebel, rebel, devil. Me, I must be a rebel, walking out this way. I'm gonna meet the devil, rebel. Me, I must be the devil, walking out this way. I'm gonna meet me a rebel, devil, devil, rebel, rebel, devil. Me, I must be the devil, walking out this way. I'm gonna meet me a rebel, devil, devil, rebel, rebel, devil, devil, rebel, rebel, devil.
It's the champagne of waters.
This is day champagne.
Was it Ballantine? Wasn't that the champagne of beers? Ballantine. Ballantine. I think that's what it was, right?
Miller High.
Oh, it's the champagne of beers. Sorry, yeah. It was something like that.
Ballantine was the Ballantine of beer.
Yeah, right. And the pretzel.
Is that a nice beer?
It's a beer that my dad used to drink when he was working on the house on the weekends. That and Carling's Black Label.
Everything Hugh says is cryptic, so I asked him if it's a good beer, and he tells me that, so I'm still not sure if it's a good beer or not.
No, it's not particularly good. By today's standards, we're living in the craft brew revolution here. It's by today's standards, no. But for a working guy in the 70s, just fine.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Well, is it a light beer?
It's almost like a Budweiser kind of thing. Just think Budweiser.
Oh, like dirty water.
Yeah, a little cheap,
okay.
but cheaper. But cheaper. You know. Yeah, right. We keep that warming it up in the glove box. That's where you keep the Boone's Farm in the glove compartment.
The Czech people call our beer dirty water, and the Italians call our coffee dirty water.
You want to do rainbow?
Sure.
Okay, ready?
He's my real tuner.
Ready? 2, 3, 4.
Love's a masterpiece. I must be a painter, but I do it all wrong. Put my heart in the center. You're a summer day. I'm a winter's eve. Getting dark too early with a storm brewing up my sleeve. Rainbow, what you doing up there? Strutting your beauty everywhere. Believe that you love me without strings. You must want something, but I don't know what it is. So I sneak around, acting like a spy, and you're lying on your back, throwing color at the sky. Rainbow, what you doing up there? Strut your beauty everywhere. Rainbow, I'm gonna pull you down, lock you up in my house. Baby, I ain't no good for you. Why you want a bad girl, Mr. Chartreuse? You're a carefree laugh. I'm a tormented sigh, riding off with the night, never saying goodbye. Rainbow, what you doing up there? Strut your beauty everywhere. Rainbow, I'm gonna pull you down, lock you up in my house. Thank you.
Y'all are very charming for demons. This is Hugh Poole on guitar. Now, of course, this is Lorraine Leckie, the songwriter, also guitarist and vocalist. We're going to divide this interview segment up, as y'all may or may not know. This is how we normally do things on Live Lunch Break. And thanks for tuning in to theday.com. I'm Rick Coster. And because you guys have separate careers other than as demons together, we're going to ask you a couple of questions, Lorraine, and then we'll shift gears and talk to Hugh a little bit and then let him play. One of the things I find really interesting about your career is that for a long time, you were a makeup artist to the stars. And I have two really important questions about that. Because you were a makeup artist for a long time before you decided to write songs. If you had seen my face and had to make it up, you would have quit a lot earlier. Is that correct?
Oh, that would have inspired me even more.
I'll bet. What did resonate with you about music and songwriting that at a certain point you said, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to shift gears and do this?
Well, it was an accident because I started learning the guitar, because I was a makeup artist, I was doing well, I was successful, and I wanted to start playing the guitar, to sort of relax as a hobby. So it started as a hobby, and then I started writing songs, and then it just kept going.
Became a disease.
It became a disease, exactly.
It is a disease.
It is a
isn't
disease,
it?
yeah.
It's an infectious disease. Were you in New York City at this time?
Yeah, and I started at 40, really. I started learning the instruments around 37. I started performing open mics at 40. So I started with all these kids who were 18, and I was 40.
Well, I think it's really interesting. If anybody out there is familiar with Lorraine's body of work, you could listen to an album like Martini Eyes, or you could listen to any of the Rebels albums, which are much more crazy horse / cowboy mouthy steamroller rock. And then you did an album called Rudely Interrupted with the writer Anthony Hayden Guest.
Anthony Hayden Guest,
So, but what I'm saying is that anybody could listen to those three albums. If they didn't know you, they go, these are completely different people. Mm-hmm. What sort of controls the muse? Which steers you into whatever direction you're going on any given day?
Well, really, I'm finding myself through recording albums. Like I'm figuring it out while I'm making.
Right.
I'm learning as I go.
Right.
So I learned on all the albums. Like I didn't know what I was going to sound like. I tried first the rock album with Hugh, and then I did the solo album after that. Then Anthony asked me to do an album, so that's a little different. So now I'm back to the more rock sound.
Yep. What's cool is that having started so late, and you're clearly in the experience of ongoing discovery about your art. When you step back and look at it, you're in the Huffington Post, you win songwriter polls and stuff. Does it occur to you, hey, I'm pretty damn good at this?
Not yet. Not yet.
But it's true. It's happening for you.
It is happening. It is happening. I mean, I guess I'm involved really with my process of songwriting, so
Yep.
I'm constantly writing a lot of songs, and I'm constantly feeling like, oh my God, I can't finish that one. What's wrong with me? This one's not working out. So that's what I'm closest to. So that's kind of where I'm at.
Thank you for joining us on Live Lunch Break. We're talking right now with Lorraine Leckie, and her band is called Her Demons, and the newest album is called Rebel, Devil, Rebel. It's not even easy to say when you're sober, much less the champagne of beers. I can't believe you referenced Carling Black Label, by the way. Hugh.
There's a lot of it underneath the porch at our house.
There's a lot of other things under there, too.
When you were putting together Her Demons, how did you meet Hugh?
Oh, it was amazing how I met Hugh. He was opening for Patti Smith, and I didn't know him. And I said, oh, my God, how could I get that guy to play with me? And then one day he was at a diner, and I was at the diner, and we spoke just a little bit. And then he gave me a guitar pick with his number on it.
That's funny.
So
Did you
I
have to
called
write
it.
on? Did you have to
You
write
wanna
the
know
number
funny
on
enough?
it, or it's
You wanna know
printed
funny
on there?
enough?
Wow.
There it is. This is it. He
That's
gave
what
me
I
this,
did.
and I was like,
And you said you
So-
weren't any good
I
at
have
marketing.
one enough. This is the last one I have left. I just found it. I lost the pick when we did the little sound check, and I grabbed this one.
Wow.
That's funny enough. That's it.
Don't worry, I still have mine.
That's great.
So he has a recording studio, Excello Recording.
Right.
And I ended up recording back then with him, and then eventually he became my guitarist. But the first time I saw him opening for Patti Smith, I was like, this is a guitar god that I need.
And you're not exaggerating.
No.
Hugh's an amazing player. So let's segue now. As mentioned, we're going to turn the second half of the show over to Hugh. And so what did you think when the first time you heard her songs?
I got to jump right in on the back of it because I jump on the story. We met at the diner on Manhattan Avenue, and I looked over, and there was this girl standing next to me, and I was looking at her. And what I was engaged in doing at the time when she came up to me was, I had paid for my lunch,
Right.
and the woman had given me back too much change, and so I was making a case for the fact that she gave me too much change. But when you're doing that, it sounds an awful lot like you're hassling somebody for money, right? And Lorraine, I didn't know her, but she was standing next to me, and I was like, oh man, I hope she doesn't think I'm jerking this thing, or jerking the checkout lady, the helpless behind the counter at the thing, because then I tried to make it really, no, you gave me too much change. I have too much. Like that, and Lorraine was just kind of sitting there smiling and doing it. I made it real clear because I thought, oh, that's the uncoolest thing in the world. Sit there and be like, yo, I gave you a 20. No, it was only a 10. It was a 20. I gave you a 20, which is normally what you.
Yeah,
right.
exactly. That's
And
the
then anyway,
scam.
and then we turned around, and I was like, they gave me too much change. And then we started talking, and that's how we met. And then she had the band was big. It was like 6 or 7 pieces, wasn't it, when you did that first record?
It's huge.
Yeah, big band, and a lot of fun. Not a bunch of experienced players in the band, but it was perfect for where she was at the time.
Right.
And no, because you were just discovering the thing, the whole thing, and the record's cool. The first album's cool, but then I think different things started to occur to her about it and how maybe she could. And people moved. There was nothing too premeditated about it. Maybe a little bit, but then she asked me if I said sure. And then that just went from there. And then we had this other guy. This guy's been in the band from the jump. Paulie Triff. He's a pro player. He plays all over the country. He jumps in the back of a extension van and drives to Texas and back. And we don't do gigs when he's gone, but he's a lifer.
Yep.
And this is all I've ever done. And we've gone through a few bass players, but we have a young guy right now, the youngest guy in the band, who's kind of in a learning position, but like he's holding it down real fast.
Excellent.
And he's super personal. And he happens to work at the studio that I own. So now it's down to a 4-piece. We're a little stealthier. We get it done.
Stealth.
Yeah, a little more stealth. Like our meeting this morning at 11 a.m. Boom. Key in the door, everybody at the same time.
Yep.
We all arrived at the same time.
It was a sortie.
That's what I said. I said the CIA. It was like, then I was like, no, the CIA couldn't organize anything this punctual and on the money.
It was a crafted sortie. So now Hugh, for those of you who don't know, has long been established as one of the 2 guys in the very excellent, and forgive me if you don't, I call it Roots Blues outfit, Mule Bone. I hope that's fair.
That's what we call it.
All right. So you have a tremendous career, as a producer, done a lot of side stuff, but I've found over the years, people can get into rock and roll, get into a garage band or a pop band thinking, I'm 18, I'd like to get some free drugs and meet chicks, and that's legitimate.
Totally.
Or you get in a punk band going, I'm really pissed at everything.
Right.
But I found that blues guys that really go after it, something happened that establishes this connection with this sort of on the surface rudimentary format.
Yeah.
And it goes very deep and very intense.
Yeah.
How did that happen for you? Is that fair? And did that happen
I think
for you?
in my case, I mean, I think it is fair. It's you could get pretty, I don't know that we're going to go so deep on it, but I will say in my case, I just had to reinvent myself. It is simple on the surface, but it's not simple because, if you can even understand simple, like you can just say that it's simple, and you can put words together that people think are simple, that means that it's easily and commonly understood. That's not simple.
Right.
That's very complex. And the blues, the language of the blues, the poetry of the blues sort of is, you know, about the simplicity of expression and the directness of communication. And I find it, you know, when Son House sing, you know, went down to my praying ground and fell on bended knee. Like, I think that's one of the most poetic things. That's, you know, could be, in,
right.
you know, and at
it's
the
almost
same,
biblical.
Yeah, and at the same time, you know, the train whistle blowing, the bus, I heard the screen door slam, whatever, the directness of the language and the emotions that these guys are like impelled to convey are the very things that bring us together as people. And we understand it, and that's incredible because a lot of stuff happens every day. I don't know what people are talking about.
Right.
And they're using the same words, and I'm like, you are saying something and meaning something completely different. There's another motive behind this. Do you know what I mean?
I do, and it's beautifully expressed.
And so I think that the blues is about, it's about sharing the commonality amongst us, and the effect that it produces is transcendence. We transcend the everyday experience.
That's remarkably eloquent for someone who's so simple. I'm just kidding. Just joking. All right, now listen. Let's let Hugh play for a while. And again, this is Lorraine Leckie. So we thank you for your part of the show. We've never done it this way before, but it's pretty cool. Yeah. And get the new album. Go online. Is it LorraineLeckie.com?
I got it right here.
Oh, you do have it.
Get in your car. Come down to the record shop. We got a trunk full.
Devil. Devil.
Is this live?
Devil Rebel.
Is this live?
Yes.
All right, seriously, we're going to be here for a half hour more. New London's not that big. I hear there are about 25,000 people. There's parking. I can see it right out front.
And we're near a lot of bars, so that's a good thing, too. So.
Excellent. We could go after the show around the corner to the Muddy Waters Cafe and have a little pop.
This is Hugh Poole and Lorraine Leckie.
Well, I'm a million miles from nowhere, looking for a place to sign my name. Well, I'm a million miles from nowhere, looking for a place to sign my name. 'Cause I thought it was the answer to these questions in my brain. So I found me a woman, looking for a place to sign my name. Well, I found me a woman, looking for a place to sign my name. So in the eyes of God and man, my love would have honor and aim. Then I went to see the banker, looking for a place to sign my name. Well, I went to see the banker, looking for a place to sign my name. I didn't feel like I wanted much of nothing, just a place out of the rain. Where do I begin? And a voice come out of the distance and come back and bring a checkbook in your pen. Now a million miles from nowhere, looking for a place to sign my name. I'm a million miles from nowhere, looking for a place to sign my name. You know, I didn't know that I could lose till I put my quarter in this game. Well, come on now, sister, leave me alone. My pockets are empty, my seats are ice on with you. Well, you leave the house running, don't come home to dawn. Leave the engine running, the car parked on the lawn. And the only thing that let me know where you are before you went up to bed, you ran your fingers down my arm. Now there's a straight light that shines through this window alone. The birds are chirping and the morning news is on. Yeah, in your upstairs long, resting your head, all stretched out on a big white bed. Well, the thought of you, baby, still gives me a thrill. Like a pack of mad dogs, I'm moving in for the kill. Yeah, everybody thinks they're the one who's always right, never wrong. We squeeze the world in our tiny heads and then weave our own little spider's web. Well, everybody thinks they're the one, always right and never wrong. We squeeze the world in our tiny heads and weave our own little spider's web. Yeah, it's just a few words from the gray light of dawn. Left on the table, the rider is gone. But the only thing that let me know where you are before you went off to bed, you ran your fingers down my arm. Now we're free, baby, to live the life and have a ball. We're free to live the life and have a ball. Live the life and have a ball. Thank you. I'm gonna switch up the tuning to open E and do a song called Toe That Line. First song I did is actually, Mulebone has a new record out too called Keep On Moving, and that first song is called A Million Miles From Nowhere, and that's on that album. it's also not that old. It's been around. That last song I played, Spider's Web, I've been playing that for years. This one's a little newer, but still a little tricky. Post a bill, to that line, I'm gonna scoop you up and snatch you. To that line, to pay somebody you will. To that line, to that line, to that line, to pay somebody you will. To that line, to pay somebody you will. Oh no, here we go, spent the night down here before. Made a solid promise not to do it again. Sure enough, was enough. I hit my stuff, I interrupted John and stumbled on him when he was watching in. To that line, on the man, come and get you. To that line, on your post and bail. To that line, I'm gonna scoop you up and snatch you. To that line, to pay somebody you will. To that line, to that line, to that line, to pay somebody you will. To that line, to pay somebody you will. Well, our oil is dripping out. Our oil is spilling out into the ocean, and money's spilling into the banker's hands. Justice run out on the horizon, but the message is received. Take what you can. To that line, oh, the man come and get you. To that line, oh, you post and bail. To that line, I'm gonna scoop you up and snatch you. To that line, to pay somebody you will. To that line, to that line, to that line, to pay somebody you will. To that line, to pay somebody you will. Mail. To that line, I'm gonna scoop you up and snatch you. To that line, to pay buddy you will. To that line, to that line, to that line, to pay buddy you will. To that line, to pay buddy you will. Well, compliance is preached with both fists. You can live in defiance, but you sleep in the ditch. Take a look around, tell me what do y'all see? Is this your daddy's dream of democracy? To that line, oh, the man come and get you. To that line, oh, you post and bail. To that line, I'm gonna scoop you up and snatch you. To that line, to pay buddy you will. To that line, to that line, to that line, to pay somebody you will. To that line, to pay somebody you will. No, here we go, spent the night on here before. I made a solid promise not to do it again. Sure enough, was enough. I hit my stuff out in the rough. I John stumbled on it when he was watching in. To that line, oh, the man come get you. To that line, oh, you post a mail. To that line, I'm gonna scoop you up and snatch you. To that line, to pay somebody you will. To that line, oh, the man come get you. To that line, oh, you post a mail. I'm gonna scoop you up and snatch you. To that line, I pay somebody you will. To that line, to that line, to that line, I pay somebody you will. 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 Yeah. Thank you. I wrote that thing after that stuff happened in that place. That's pretty deep right there, man. Talking about transcendence. That stuff happened down there in that place. No, after the oil spill there in the Gulf of Mexico. I'm gonna play an up-tempo tune now. This tune is, I'm joking around. They've all been kind of hopped up, all these songs. When I'm doing these things, I always think about the person with a radio speaker in their kitchen or in their car. It's like, you know what I mean? There's a reason, Bill Withers' tunes are all like 2:27. There's a reason for it. Keep it short, keep it going. You know what I mean? Not like this. This one's called New Morning. I got a new morning, a new morning in my new morning in my heart. New new morning, a new morning in my new morning in my heart. Yeah, and I've got a problems as old as the hills. Saints and demons and drinking from their still, but I got a new morning in my new morning in my heart. Well, I got a ghost walking, a ghost talking in my ghost walking in my dreams. A ghost walking, a ghost talking in my ghost walking in my dreams. Yeah, he's creaking down this hallway, dropping seeds of bliss that bloom into life lessons with the water from your kiss. But I got a new morning, a new morning in my new morning in my heart. Well, I got a nest riding on my nest riding on my back. A nest riding on my nest riding on my back. And when there's a change in the winds and the rains don't come, I see the smiling faces of my daughter and my son. But I got a new morning in my new morning in my heart. New morning, a new morning in my new morning in my heart. I got a new morning, new morning, new morning in my heart. I got a new morning, new morning, new morning in my heart.
Fabulous. That's Hugh Poole over there on the guitar. His band Mule Boone.
It's a new band. Screw the old name.
New album. And Lorraine Leckie and her Demons. One of the demons right here. They've got a new CD. You guys check them out. Thank you both so much for being here on Live Lunch Break. I'm Rick Coster. We're from the Telegraph Record Shop in New London. Thank you, Rich. We're off next week, but we'll be back in 2 weeks with Vince and Anna Thompson. And thanks to Pete Wappy and for tuning into theday.com. We'll see you next time. Thanks.